All right. Am I running behind today? So yesterday was a good day. We made some money in the live trading session, and anybody who's joining me for the first time, I trade live starting at 9 o'clock. So hop back and check me out, see what's going on. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, and any contributions to the channel is appreciated. Helps me push it forward, do a few more things, and try to get active here, make it worth your while. So that being said, let's take the first thing, take a look at the first things we like to look at, which is the reports, what's coming out today. You got some mortgage information, Fed's talking. Here's something everybody's going to be looking at. Comes out at 8:15. If you're trading the markets, it's out before the markets, obviously, and then you just got to watch it if you're trading futures. But it's the ADP report. It's the ADP non-farm payroll report. And at the end of the week, we have non-farm payrolls. And the difference is that ADP takes its information from its client base, which are usually larger companies, bigger organizations that can afford to outsource their payroll services. So it's a fairly decent report and reliable report, just not as thorough as the non-farm payroll. The non-farm payroll actually makes a point to go out and survey smaller business, and it gets a larger sampling of what's going on in the country. But, well, you know what? You really can't use one to judge the other because the climate changes, and large business reacts differently than small business. You can't really make an argument if you look at the statistics that one reflects the other, because you can see a lot of inconsistencies if you go back over time. So it's not consistent enough to say, okay, the ADP report came in hot, so we should expect the non-farm hot. But anyway, that being said, give you a little insight. And then in the afternoon, we have oil. And it's been my experience that the market is very choppy before the oil report. And it seems as though everybody's kind of sitting back, waiting on oil, seeing what oil is going to do. And then the volume comes back into the market after 10:30. So usually I'm very conservative before on my trades, before the market, the oil report. That being said, because it's non-farm payroll on Friday, I'm very conservative with my trades anyway. And in addition to that, I've said it 100 times in the past week, traders are in the Hamptons partying, and the volume is off. You can see it's very algorithm-oriented, the trading day. And it's just a conservative week for me. So it's a good week to practice sitting on your hands, although we made some good money yesterday. But hey, part of trading is knowing when not to trade. So it's a good time to practice that. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the money. All right, here we go. There's oil, Earl, and it sold off pretty good yesterday. There was an inflection, a bullish inflection that I was expecting, and I don't recall what chart it was on. I don't want to go digging through the chart right now, but it failed and it turned into a bear market yesterday, sold off, and I'm neutral on it right now. I'm watching the support right here, and what's interesting is we got the support right here. If we break that support, this baby's going down, but I don't know. I'm feeling 84 is a good number, but what's interesting is, boom, we're setting up that weekly reversal doji or bar, and I mean, you could argue it's a shooting star, but really a shooting star is at the top, and this looks more like a tombstone anyway. But it genuinely is a reversal bar. So we're going to watch this for the close this week, and next week is probably our move to the 85 point, and that won't be too bad. 5 points. I bet we'll get a little overshoot. I'm still feeling, well, maybe 81, 82 might look good. You know, get that little bit of congestion right in this area here for the overshoot. So I'd like to take the trade, break in that weekly low, and then, you know, maybe have 2 units off by the time I hit this line, by the time I hit support, and then see if I could get the bitch to run. I mean, you're talking about another 3 points, and I get greedy, so I usually leave that shit on the table. I didn't catch that whole run yesterday. I caught about 76% of that run, which that's not bad. My goal is usually catch 80% of the run because, you're not getting in at the bottom. You're not getting out at the top. You know what I mean? So, your goal should be, and when you're trading, you should look back and check that and see how much of that run you're catching. So all right, so that's Earl and gold again. It's trending down. I got a bearish bias on it. I just haven't seen any setups. I really haven't paid attention to it. But, it's good that we keep our eye on it and see how the world is reacting to gold. And really, it's not having the effect it used to have when markets fall apart. And that just is telling me that there's no fear. Everybody's kind of seeing this circumstance that we're going through as a natural course of business. And that's quite exciting. Oh, my wife just texted me. We're watching. So you could see these reverse micro trends that I put in, and they're very, very accurate. This one wasn't too aggressive. This one traded down nicely. But what we're doing here is we're watching this. Let's get rid of these. We're watching this support. And we're getting bearish on bonds. Well, it's looking like it could do its thing. It could start breaking down, and it looks like it poked through that support in the early hours and popped right back up. We're getting a little diversion on. Nah, you know what? I'm not even calling it a diversion. The Mac Daddy's getting flat. I'm going to say this is flat. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling this baby might turn around a little bit. I mean, we're bearish because it broke that support, but I'm feeling like, yeah. I'm feeling, that's really the line right there. That low is 40.19. So we'll call it 40 and a half. 46, 6 points. 34s. Yeah, we're almost there. Maybe we're coming down to about 34 or so. We'll probably test this little pivot right here. So yeah, let's go bearish on bonds and look for it to come down to about 34 or so. It's just a pain in the ass to do the ratios with it being 30 seconds. It's just more than I want to bother. And let's take a look at BTC. BTC, I'm neutral. Oh, your sister's ass. How did that move? Get down here. BTC, I'm neutral. I got a double bottom right here. I'm watching that. You could put a pen in here, maybe play the upside. I like the trend, but I think the S&P is going to put some weight on it. So I'm not too excited. I'm going to remain bearish, keep a bearish bias, and look for that bearish trade. And these are swing trades that we're looking at. If you wanted day trades, then join me at 9 o'clock when I go live. And when you join me, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. There you go, another shameless plug. So here you can see the reverse micro trends, very effective. And we got another one in for this morning. So this was yesterday's trade. And it was a good day, man. It was a good day yesterday. Not a good day for the bears, for the bulls, but it was a good day for the traders. Everybody was on the right side of the trade. And I'm looking for a little more weakness. We're getting a little a flat on the momentum. We could call this a divergence, but this is getting a little flat. So I'm looking. I don't think we're going to have that aggressive a move down, although I see maybe another 100 points in it. And what time is that? Oh yeah, okay, that's this morning's bar. That's interesting. That's interesting that we're popping up like that, and retracing. But we did that yesterday too, nonetheless. So let's look. That's a pretty aggressive retrace though. So I'm neutral actually, pending a break of this micro trend, or we could call this a bearish divergence, right? And we enter the bearish divergence on the break of yesterday's high. So I'm going to be neutral pending the break of either one of those. And we looked at BTC. Let's take a quick look at Amazonians. What do we got? We got a downtrend. We got a bear flag that triggered and failed. Now we got an inside bar. Is that today's bar? Yep. See this? I mean, some days I'm getting pre-market, some days I'm not. This, I mean, this software is really not made for a trader, but it's not bad when the market's not moving. So yeah, that's the 31st. All right. So we've got a flag that triggered, and it looks like it's failing. We're getting this inside bar. I'm neutral on Amazon right now. Neutral with a bearish bias. And really, I probably wouldn't see anything to do today. But tomorrow, if this bar remains like this and we get that, I would take that inside bar right there. And what are we looking at? Apple. I know all the world loves them in Apple. We got a bear flag setting up in Apple, and we'll keep an eye on that. So we got a bearish bias. We're probably looking at that 155. We're probably looking at that 50% retracement. I could live with that. Apple, Microsoft. I do like to know what's going on. This just gives me a feel for what the risk appetite is. And obviously, there's no appetite. Same thing. I mean, we got that inside bar. So we're just going to go neutral on securities. It's not giving us any setup. There's a slight bearish bias in the setups. This guy did the split. It's got a little a different interest. We got this support line here that it keeps popping through. It looks like we're setting up a bear flag right here for the day. We'll see how it trades. If it doesn't get too aggressive, we'll have a bear flag right there. Momentum is tracking down. So risk appetite-wise, I'm going bearish. And I think that all of this is holding off because of the non-farm payroll report at the end of the week. And that's what we'll watch. So everybody, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. If you want to make a few bucks, join me at 9 o'clock live trading, and we'll trade a little bit. You make a few dollars, you tip your host. And what else? Otherwise, hey, be calm and cool when you trade. You should be at peace when you enter that trade, and good luck with your trades.